Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining up for the video. Today we are going to be looking at Omega and a possible secret encounter that is yet to be discovered. We do have Giamatti of the French Chiliad mystery community joining up for the video. What's up, Giamatti?
Hi RJ, hi the Trippy fam. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. To be honest, I almost feel like a home.
Oh yeah, definitely good to have you, as he is one of the brightest minds in the community. And when it comes to Omega, it all ends off with the saying, "I'll see you on the other side, brother." So everybody thought that we would see him once again. Maybe we do have a new encounter to talk about, but even bigger news is that we have found some missing dialogue for us to show you guys. So thanks again for joining up. I'll have a link in the description to Giamatti's channel. He's of course a French Chiliad mystery YouTuber, but you can check him out with English subtitles. Relax, kick back, watch some mystery videos as we are finishing off the Karma playthrough and unlocking the hidden alien egg in GTA Online. But with all that said, much love, guys. Let's get into the episode and show off that Omega is even more mysterious than you even know.
Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed.
JJ Fast.
Summon, I'm a doom, I'm a you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything you say is shaking off of me and it'll glue to you and devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off to be celebrating, cause I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevating music, you make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they get jealous, they confuse it.
Here you can see Omega standing there talking to himself. This is right before you deliver the final piece, and he gives you the space docker. He says some very interesting lines. One thing he says is, "Why do I feel weird again?" So we went through these lines, and there are additional lines that he does not say either here or, of course, the first time you meet him.
As you said, there is a lot of dialogue that a lot of people haven't taken the time to just wait and hear. And it's important that they pay attention to all those dialogue, because what we are going to show after, it's going to be really important, and they have to know what they have already here, what we have find in the game, or what we haven't found yet.
Here we are back at the first encounter. You can hear him talking about CBLs and just different things about space. If you just stand back before you actually go talk to him, you can just listen to him mutter about all kinds of crazy stuff. Omega reminds me a lot of The Truth from GTA San Andreas, so this really is a continuation of that character, Giamatti.
So there, as you can see, he's thinking some analyze, and you still have some others dialogue, also important dialogue that you don't hear if you don't stand near to him and just wait to see what he will say. Is some dialogue that you will not find in any cutscene.
You might want to go visit Omega yourself. Unfortunately, you cannot replay the Omega missions. The first time you see them, that's it. You cannot see them again. But let's look at some hidden dialogue that we've never heard Omega say before. Here we have some dialogue that Giamatti ripped out of the game code so that way we can read it. What are we looking at? I see lines like, "The rest of the journey you must walk alone," and "I beg you, spare me, humanoid." I don't think I've heard those ones before.
Exactly. I have to explain it a bit. I was looking for some dialogue in the code files, but I didn't know exactly where to find them, so I was reading some dialogues, and I began from the bottom, and I found Omega's dialogues. And as you just said, there is in those dialogues some line that we never heard in any scene or any sentence that he said, like, "I beg you, spare me, humanoid. The rest of the journey you must walk alone." Like you're gonna see after, there is also, you can see it at the bottom, it's wrote like the third line from the bottom, it's wrote, "Oh no, you're from Area 53, aren't you?" We never heard that. There is a lot of line of dialogue from Omega in the code file that we never found or heard in the game.
There was one line that says, "I have to try it." That reminds me of The Truth from San Andreas, because he was the one who first tried the jetpack after CJ stole it.
But what is very interesting is, if you remember, the first line that you mentioned was somebody saying, "Please, I beg you, spare me, humanoid." It don't come from Franklin, and I guess it don't come from any humanoid.
Here's the next page, and I see one that says, "We must respect that we exist on different planes and go our separate ways." This makes me think that Omega is talking with an alien or something.
Exactly. He is talking with someone different, really different. And I think that Franklin collected the 50 spaceship parts, and he saw the small UFO, so he's kind of believing in what Omega says.
And the line above that says, your terrestrial weapons are meaningless in the proto-galaxy. So that could possibly be an alien talking to Omega, or Omega telling Franklin, hey, the many weapons that Franklin is able to magically carry around with him, those are meaningless in the proto-galaxy. Is that what you gather, G-Many?
Exactly. That's a really mind-blowing sentence that we never heard till now. It's supposed to have a third encounter with Omega.
This is crazy. There's another one that says, greetings, homie. If you look towards the bottom, one says, suspected lunar aberration. And the one under that we have heard, we have come to enslave you. That's where Omega was talking about how he was hearing voices from different aliens. One was coming in peace, and then the next one was here to enslave us. So again, some of these lines we've definitely heard. The Beast of Saturn. What? I've not heard that one. Towards the bottom, you can also see one that says, suspicious mutilation.
Be free now, I have told you all that I know. We never heard that. It's definitely an ending sentence.
Be free now. Possibly something he would have said when giving us the jetpack, because we know that the jetpack was ripped from single player and put into GTA Online, so it's very possible that Omega was the one who was meant to give us the thruster. If you're waiting for some big proof, the bombshell that tells us for sure that there was a meeting, after that final line, I will see you on the other side, brother. Look at the middle of the screen right here. You can see that this is a line meant to be said by Omega. I thought I said I'd see you on the other side. That is proof either that we can find Omega after he says that line, or there's a third cutscene or encounter that is completely undiscovered.
That's the mind-blowing sentence. Because, really, it's a proof that there is something more after see you on the other side. There is really, that it's the beginning of something else after that.
Here's some more. He's trying to steal my research. I do not remember that. I got every place you sent through. That one sounds familiar. Who sent you, and how am I still tracing? That he's trying to steal my research and who sent you, that almost seems like there was a third party that should have been involved somewhere.
Those two sentences are really not familiar to me, and I have really no clue of what he's talking about.
And then we have two more final mind-blowing lines. Sweet Andromeda, you're one of them. Who's he talking about? And then this one's kind of interesting. It says, is your trip kicking in? Those are pretty mind-blowing as well, G-Many.
Sweet Andromeda, you're one of them. It's like he's not talking to human. He didn't say you're one of us. You're one of them.
Unless he's talking about one of the characters. Maybe he meets Trevor and he says you're one of them. Maybe he meets Michael, who had an alien encounter himself, and he's one of them. Or maybe Franklin is an alien. Who knows? There's definitely a lot of speculation around that. What about, is your trip kicking in? You got any theories?
That's why I was saying, when he said you're one of them, who is supposed to be tripping? He's talking about terrestrial weapon meaningless in the proto-galaxy. At the beginning, I just want to remind you, it said, please, I beg you, spare me, humanoid. He is definitely, to me, talking with an alien.
And then this is the last time that we've seen Omega. You can see on the bottom right, the mission is called The Final Frontier. So it's a very mysterious name for a mission where basically you talk to Omega and then he disappears forever. We now have proof that at least there was supposed to be another meeting, but it could still be out there, G-Many.
I'm pretty sure there is still something to find there. There is still something that we're missing. I haven't found any cutscene or any cinematic or any voice recording of what we just show now, but I'm still looking for it, and I really, really hope to find something new about that.
Well, he says that we'll see him on the other side, I think we now have solved where the other side is. We know where Omega is, guys. It's time to show off once and for all where we can find Omega. After years of wondering if we'd ever see Omega again, here it is. Here's the other side. The uber popular game Fortnite, the hardest skin to unlock at level 100, is Omega. And as you can see with the description, G-Many, there can only be one. Who would have thought that we'd finally see Omega in Fortnite of all places? What the hell?
Finally, we are on the other side and we see Omega again.
We know that this is currently a theme based around heroes, which means that Omega turned out to be super powerful. And this is him, man. Omega, the superhero, or I guess in this case, super villain, final form.
The last thing I would like to say about that is just, we forgot 1,000 things every day. How about to make sure this is one of them?
Thanks again for joining up for the episode, G-Many. We have some big videos in the works, guys. Make sure to subscribe so you do not miss them. How you doing, G-Many? Everything good for you over in Switzerland?
Everything is perfect, and it was really a big pleasure to be here with you. It was a really great recording session. As RJ said, don't forget, guys, to like, to subscribe, trigger the bell to don't forget any news, any video, because a lot of big stuff are incoming.
Omega is just one big mystery, hopefully one we can solve. Much love, guys. Thanks again to G-Many. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the episode. But more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.